All right, here we are again with the SLA Second Edition podcast. This is Season 3, Episode 2, with Almighty Brandon. We've got a couple players here tonight, continuing from last session. We've got, first and foremost, we've got Drew playing.
Oh, I am Animus, the Ebon Healer. I feel so special.
I know, right? Brenna.
Big blue
I am
bitch.
Scully, the advanced carry in tech.
Jonathan.
I am Spike, the Ebon. Close assault package.
Diamond.
Sputnik, the advanced carry and heavy support.
And our person who still is playing Guild Wars, Luke.
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 Ananos, the human scout.
All right. So,
Pew pew
anyways,
man.
last time we left off, you guys had just picked up a BPN, and I guess on the way to the first location, which we'll talk about that in just a second, you guys had been accosted by some motorcyclists throwing firebombs at your armored personnel carrier.
Bastard.
I just returned the favor. That's all.
To remind you at which stage you are at, I believe Brenna's vehicle has just crunched this motorcycle, which will require a drive check. And Jonathan had just crashed along with a one of those biker guys into, let's say, this taxi cab over here at about 90 miles an hour, and he had taken a bunch of damage, as well as a wound. Not that it matters a whole lot because he survived.
It's just a
But-
flesh
Barely.
wound.
Barely.
Yeah, I don't know how much damage I gave you, but I think I left 10 off of it.
You gave me 26 damage.
Oh, then that was about right.
Excuse me.
But
we took 10 off because I have 10 AP.
Yeah. I was feeling particularly nice that night, and I rolled kindly for you, which don't expect that to happen anymore.
Uh-huh.
But it was neat looking. To that effect, all right, Brenna, I don't remember if you passed your drive check or not. I want to drive check and see. It would normally, your vehicle is damaged, so I'm going to give you a -1 to all your dice on the roll. Number 2, I'm going to make the difficulty a little bit harder because you are crunching over a motorcycle, which is not something your vehicle is designed to do. And it's not exactly a small motorcycle. So I want to drive check DC 10 with a -1. It would normally be a 7.
Okay. Alright.
And you were not going 90 miles an hour. You were going 60 roughly, as far as I remember. I may not have implicitly stated that, but we'll go with that.
Okay. Let's see.
And if you are logged into Tabletop Simulator, I want to
I
see
am.
your roll,
I am.
because I like to see the dice.
Alright, so it was a drive military.
How many points do you have in Drive Military?
Oh, just one. Ooh.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you got your roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, one ran away.
You did lose one off
No,
the table.
come back.
It got trapped in the portal.
Come back.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me roll that one again.
I just rerolled the whole
Whoa, nope,
thing.
I didn't. No, I just, you saw those two were
I was gonna say they all got
6 and 7. Hold on.
shuffled a
Oh my
bunch.
god.
Yeah,
There we go.
we're having technical
Just the one.
difficulties. All right. I'll go with it because I don't think you were watching your dice that much, anyways.
Well, no, because it was a 6, a 7, and a 1, and I've got +5.
Okay, with a -1.
Oh, with the -1, it's +4. I wasn't even thinking about that. So,
Alright, so the pass-fail dice was going to be a fail, and then you were going to have 1 skill success.
no, that shouldn't have been a fail. Pass fail, because it was a 6.
Oh,
Plus
alright.
4, so 10.
Okay. All right. And so, no skill success.
No.
Okay, just making
Not
sure.
canceled out.
Sorry, the dice changed too many times. I'll take your word on it. We're good.
No, it was. These two were 6 and 7. This was a 1.
The
So the canceled each other out.
the effect is, and I'll just roll for fun here. Oh yeah. So I got a natural one. So this van behind you hits at 60 miles an hour, hits that large bike that shoots out from under behind your car, and he wrecks it head on into this other car over here, and there's a rather large explosion because movies.
Oops.
Boom, collateral damage. Boom, yeah, perfect. And because cars, you know. That's why I wanted to have all these cars up here, just in case shit happened. So you're cruising along, and there's a particularly ugly pileup that you have some part in.
Yeah, it's fine.
And at the same time, Jonathan, we're out of combat rounds. The rest of these bikers do ride off. They don't stop to see what's going on.
The rest? Didn't we murder them all?
There was 12 of them.
Oh, I thought there was just 3.
Well, there was 3 that decided to fuck with you.
They learned their fucking lesson.
So, all right, we can go ahead and continue where we're at, and I'm gonna have to get used to making fear checks and stuff. Not that this was a particularly fearsome encounter, but there is a chance people could fail things. Diamond, didn't you have a captive on the roof?
We were inside at that point.
Okay, so you drug one of these guys on the inside of your vehicle. And I will
And
say, at least in the short term, that Luke has grabbed a grenade off the guy's belt because apparently he saw a grenade on the guy's belt. Luke's got a hold of that, and the guy is fighting and cussing and attempting to continue the brawl that started outside. Brenda, your vehicle is still on fire in multiple places. And if you want to bring it to a halt, you can. Y'all are several levels underground, and
also,
y'all
I
are
don't
on
know
a
if he measures.
busy interstate in which there's just been a fairly large traffic pileup with possible fatalities.
Also,
Definitely
I don't know
fatalities
if
the way y'all are
Um,
dealing with things.
you said the bikers have all driven off.
They were continuing to drive at the speed they were, which was pretty fast.
Okay. If they're
You
not coming back, then yeah, I'm gonna stop and pull over
your hood is on
so that we
fire.
can, yeah,
Um.
so that we can put it out.
Okay.
Yep.
I had also rolled to damage his hands. I don't know if that's still relevant or not.
Okay. I'm gonna say you've got control of that situation because even if you had a knife, it'd be like, like a D10 -4 plus no strength for being human, and uh, you might be able to do 1 damage before you end up smashing him because I believe you were pretty strong, and I really
Oh,
don't want
5.
I don't want to roll that out,
6.
honestly. Um. So you managed to detain him. Do you handcuff him or are you just gonna hold him in place? Or do y'all have zip ties and all that good stuff?
No, has anybody got any ties? Anybody have anything I can tie this guy with? Anybody?
Mm,
I mean, worst
Yeah.
case scenario, I have a climbing kit. I will just hog tie him.
yeah.
Wow.
Done. Consider it done.
I'm gonna say y'all have any kind of standard, basic, cheap shiver equipment in your APC since it was a shiver APC at one point. So if y'all want zip ties, y'all have zip ties.
Bet. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, just to make
Zip
things
ties
easy.
hands on his back, zip tie his ankles, then I'm gonna zip tie his hands to his ankles
Okay,
and lay him on his tummy.
he's calling you a bunch of fascists and fuck Slay Industries and fuck Slayer and uh he's being kind of belligerent. Um um
Can I state that while this is going on, I've left and went to the scene of the pileup?
oh yeah, behind y'all, yeah.
Yep.
I assume so.
Attempting to combat medic.
Brenda, you pull off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
And put out the hood.
Drew, give me give me 3 tests at DC 10.
Standard medical tests.
Standard medical.
No, hold on.
Welcome back.
Are you with us?
Oh,
He has connected.
He has connected.
Connected he has.
is connected. There it is.
I'm sure the Mandalorian's very happy.
Purple he is.
Purple.
This is the way.
This is the way. All right.
Okay. 3 degrees on the first check.
All right, Drew. I just want to say, like, I was gonna give you like the people in like worst to best. You go over there and there's a civilian and pretty severe. It was the first car that hit the van that flipped over. I will say you managed to drag them out of the car without like breaking their neck or anything. They were in critical condition, and you're able to stabilize them. Although you guys are in the middle of like an interstate, a raised interstate. I'm gonna say that. Uh, you probably can pull them off out of traffic if you want to.
I mean, yeah, get them off the road.
And it's not raining, but there's quite a lot of downpour from the ceiling above. You know, it's not rain; it's sewage.
Hmm.
Y'all are more than a few levels down. Uh, and I guess you move on. And how do you do on the second check?
I hadn't made it yet.
Okay, go ahead and do that one.
Ooh, second check is not a success.
I was gonna say there's three critical checks. So, was it a failure or was it just not a good success?
No, it was a failure, not a botch, but I didn't roll high enough on success.
Okay, so no, but
No, wait, hold
you
on.
did get skill
What is?
success.
No, yeah, because that one skill dice is a 3. So I have 3 success on the
Skill dice.
skill dice,
Okay,
but a
so it's not a
failure on the
botch.
success. Yeah,
You're not able to stabilize the second one, and you go ahead and move on to the third person. You do realize probably the second person, you think they'll probably be okay, but you're not sure.
that is 3 degrees on the third one.
3 degrees. Okay, yeah. The third one you bandage up. Looks like they're the least injured of all of them. That first person you dragged out, you know that they were definitely gonna die if you didn't help them.
Hmm.
And y'all would not be directly responsible, but y'all were involved. Um, the second person, you're not really sure what's gonna happen with them.
Hmm.
And the third person, you know that they're gonna be fine.
All right,
Um,
and I'd like
uh,
to put in a call to like medical shivers or
okay,
give them the location.
you get on the line, and it does take you about 5-6 minutes to get shivers even to answer the call, and then what do you say?
I basically just inform them of the like it. I don't know what the technical jargon would be, but
Report
the
an
stuff
accident.
the stuff you'd hear like dispatch say.
Like
I'm
an
reporting a
accident?
multi-caller pile up, so many injured, so many in critical condition,
Okay, yeah.
requesting backup to the scene.
They do ask you, are the injured employees or are they civilians?
I did not notice a badge on any of them, did I?
No.
Civilians.
So those are my civilians. They say, well, we will send an emergency vehicle as soon as or a shiver unit as soon as possible.
Be 5 years.
Everybody's gonna die. They're all gonna die.
We'll send a unit with a medic.
Does anybody want any information on this guy?
I mean, aren't we investigating Dark Knight?
I'm gonna go ahead and pull y'all's VPN. The details I gave y'all were still good. I did do some rewriting, but if y'all want to relook at the VPN, there you go. Department of Authorization, Cloak Internal Affairs, details, suspected Dark Knight subversion, investigate sedition, uncover conspiracy, recover property, and eliminate threats. Additional details upon acceptance. And the additional details may have changed. I'll read those now. Yes, it says the accepted details, the additional information. Mark Miller was captured on security devices at Pocket Inferno in Downtown 5, Sector 44. Bonus available if subject is captured alive.
And if I remember correctly, you said that these people these bikers had Dark Knight insignia, didn't you?
They yes, the ones that you saw, those the last 3 did. I believe y'all killed one got away, and then y'all took 1 captive. Y'all
Okay.
are on
No.
like sector 2 or something, or downtown 2 right now. Y'all are on your way there.
No, we definitely murdered 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So we probably do need to question him because he might have information we need.
All right.
It is possible. Y'all do have him in a contained environment in APC, so interrogation or torture
For
would
now.
be applicable.
Hey, for now. If he doesn't talk, then I'm gonna put a tow cable around his feet. We're gonna drag him.
For the
Does
public.
anyone have interrogation?
I have intimidation, but that's about and persuasion.
I've got intimidate as well. That's as far as it goes for me.
I have honesty.
If Cody's
Wow.
gonna show up, that might help.
Yeah, he had torture and interrogation and all that stuff on his.
He was
Ugh.
your investigator.
Oh Jesus!
It's gonna
Jonathan,
be
what you got?
an interesting night.
Nothing relevant.
Okay.
Smash.
For intimidation,
Yes, lots of smash.
what levels of intimidation does everyone have? I have level 1.
I have level 1.
I have level 2.
I have none.
All right. Sounds like you are our interrogator, Diamond.
What would you like for me to? What are we looking for? Hit me with
Punch
some
him in the
questions.
nuts.
If you're gonna do an interrogation on a Dark Knight, I would say that's at least an advanced check DC 10.
Punch him in the
Alright.
nuts.
I want to
gonna
hit him
roll
with
2.
honesty.
Ooh.
What's that honesty gonna do for him?
Effect. Required to tell the truth. Anyone interrogating this user receives a +2 modifier to the success dice during all interrogate skill rolls.
To the success dice. All right. All right.
So-
And is there any resistance on that, or is it just he just rolls to addiction?
I guess he just rolls addiction, which is
I'm
every
not-
I
4
don't think-
doses, so
I'm
he
not-
don't have to worry.
I'm not worried about addiction on that, anyways.
That is success with 3 degrees.
All right. Success with 3 degrees. So
I'm not even rolling.
okay. So all it does is give you a bonus on your roll. So okay. So that was your roll with on your interrogation.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm having to catch up here, man.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
It's been a long
What do you-
day.
What do we want to know? Give me some questions to sling at this guy.
Everything. What does he know about the guy?
The guy's
The-
name's Mark Miller.
Yeah, Mark Miller.
All right. First things
Mm.
first. You said there's basic equipment there. Oh wait, I have a climbing kit. I'm gonna pull the rope out of my climbing kit.
I will say, and not to mess y'all up at all, but I may have given y'all some details last game as far as the BPN, and I would like to walk some of that back and say that you could call station analysis, and they will have corrections, if any, if you want to
Okay.
speak with them.
Okay. I'm gonna pull the rope out of my climbing kit
Yes.
and then tie it around his ankles and be like, "Hey, man, we need some information. And if you don't want to cooperate, there's nothing that's going to stop me from tying this end to the back of this truck and dragging your ass down the street." So, how about Mark Miller? What does that name mean to you?
All right. So for now, you're still doing an interrogate. It's getting into a torture roll, but okay.
For now.
Just to say, and you said success for 3 degrees at a DC 10.
Yes.
Okay, and it was advanced. This guy is not like the most loyal of Dark Knight operatives, you would assume. And he says, "I don't know nothing about nobody named Mark." What are you talking about? I know my rights. Y'all gotta turn me in.
Wait, people have rights in Slay?
Don't have to
That
turn you
sounds
in.
like Cap to me.
You're a Dark Knight. I'm fairly certain we can kill you on sight. Just be a little bit of paperwork. I'm sure Slade
Oh yeah,
won't
that'd be
mind, but I'll clean
nothing.
up.
Let's say, if he says that, can I rifle through my bag and... No, yep, I do have a spare extermination warrant.
Were there any code
He
names?
says,
for
"Fuck
Mark
you,
Miller? Shit, I
fuck you,
can't remember.
fascists." Might be more appropriate to call you totalitarians, but whatever. That's
What?
that's an argument. That's an argument for the Discord.
Were there any code names that were given for him?
uh, as of yet, y'all, I will say, if y'all want to contact station analysis while y'all have him here, and I'm not gonna penalize your duration on your honesty. I'll say, yeah, just to correct y'all, just to correct any bad information I may have given y'all last game. Y'all, you want to say y'all call station analysis and ask for some basic
Sure.
information?
Sure.
Yes.
And I'll say normally this would take like an hour to get through, like just for bare minimum information, but just because of the nature of this particular BPN, um,
We got lucky.
at analysis they'll say subject Mark Miller was fired from station analysis for unauthorized exposure to classified materials. At station analysis, he worked for the Sub-Department of Truth. He is suspected of faking security clearance for Pocket Inferno, a subsidiary of Clippo. The reason is unknown, but sedition is suspected. So there's some information for you.
No aliases, no other names, no.
Doesn't really say. That's really all they give you. That being said, it does sound like he worked in some kind of thinking area.
Well,
Department of Truth or something, whatever that might be.
okay. Well, I mean, I
Hey,
guess the next
Animus,
thing.
can I get a heal?
I was gonna
Oh.
say I'm gonna start ticking off your hit points in a minute. How many you got left?
I mean, I guess the next thing to ask would be,
I make a
One.
like, who was he working for?
Who are you asking?
Captive.
Who is the captive working for?
Yes.
He says, "Fuck you, ain't got no names." But wait, you rolled successful on your interrogation. He says, I just work for the guys. They don't go by real names. They just have nicknames. We don't.
Like what?
Well, there's Guy Fieri,
He says,
Guy Ritchie.
He says, Sleepy Tim. But I think you set him on fire.
all right.
Are there any that I haven't set on fire yet?
Jonathan, I rolled a couple of successful ones. You should take 21 health back.
Is this
21?
from Ebius?
Yes.
Whoa, okay. Back to full. All right.
Only lost one flux. And all your wounds.
Yeah.
Diamond, while you're sitting here talking to this guy, you see some blood running up the walls of the back of the APC.
Oh. Okay.
Don't worry.
What was? I'm sorry. I got a phone call. What was the guy saying?
He was saying that he worked for some guy named Sleepy Tim that y'all set on fire, and he was probably involved in that car. He might have been involved in that car crash earlier.
Sleepy Tim.
Sleepy Tim. Sleepy Tim's
So
gonna be sleeping for a long time now.
So we got luck of the draw and got peon, not leader. Oh boy. Okay, well, can I search this person to see if maybe he's got like any type of information on him, like communication device or anything like that?
He's got a couple mags of some calf ammo. You suspect his weapon might have been on the motorcycle that got blowed up. He does have a cell phone, but it's got a bunch of like stupid names like Baby Mama and all sorts of crap in there.
Okay.
He's got about 50 unis in his paper unis in his wallet. He doesn't have a driver's license or anything. There's a food stamp card in there. Because he's on government dole.
Dole.
Yeah. There's a couple of there's a copy of a warrant out for him. It's nothing major. It's like a fine warrant.
Oh, tough guy.
It's like a failure to pay rent kind of thing.
Oh.
Which apparently is punishable by imprisonment. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
Oh, shit, guys. He's
Fuck,
not
he
talking.
should be he should be happy.
He's kind of
not execution.
He's kind of a boring capture. Sorry.
Kind of a
He
nobody.
is. I mean, damn.
He says
warrant can't even be death. It's their murder. It's fucking
he says,
rent payment dodging.
He starts cussing you all out, saying how if this is a fair fight, he'd have kicked your ass. And Brent, I assume at some point you got a fire extinguisher and you put out your
Oh yeah.
the fire on your vehicle.
Yeah, I'd have done that the first time moment I pulled over.
Now I will say, I think I checked the ID, the hit points on your vehicle, and I think it was 100 total. And I will say that your APC was not in perfect condition when you got it. And during the course of that fight, I'm going to say it did lose several just because they were using a certain type of accelerant that, seemed to work pretty well against certain parts of armored personnel vehicle. And until you actually repair your wheel well, you're going to get a negative on your drive check. But it's down. It's at 85 of 100.
Is there any chance of me fixing it now?
The wheel well, if you got a good mechanical check, like. Okay, let's say that's going to be like a professional roll, so we're going to start at 7, but I'm going to make it advanced because you're just out in the middle of nowhere using the parts you have. So I'm going to make it a 10, and it's shitty weather, so I'm going to give you -1. Shitty conditions.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him, like, why the fuck did you choose us of all people to throw firebombs at? Like, what was he thinking?
He says, "Fuck Slay. You're driving around their vehicles. You're gonna get messed up."
I'm gonna reach down and break a finger.
Ah! Yeah. He says, "Motherfucker. You dog-faced piece of shit."
Keep it up. I'll bite the next
one. All
right,
right, you said it was going to be a difficulty 10 with a -1?
Yeah, -1 to your roll. The whole roll.
Okay. 2 degrees of success.
Okay, so you're able to, I'll say you can repair 2 points of ID, so you're at 87. The rest of it's going to come back a little bit more slowly, and you get rid of the weird way your vehicle is driving.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna get anything out of this guy.
Should we just kill him?
Right.
I think we should just slow roast him on that car pile over there.
Say no more. I'm gonna grab him, pick him up.
He says, "No, fuck you guys, no."
I mean, give us something we can work with, and we won't eat you. I don't.
No promises.
He says, "Sleepy Tim murdered some shivers. I'll tell you all about it. Just turn me in. Don't kill me." He says, he's been running drugs. Yeah, he's been running drugs.
That's the best you have.
He slaps
How about this?
He slaps his baby mama around a lot too, and he drinks a lot, and he robs this old lady, and he keys cars.
Guys, I think we're wrong about him. I think he's even just weakling than we thought he was. He's just more of a weakling.
I'm gonna double
This
check.
is the best he has.
Double check. I'm gonna make sure he is Dark Knight real quick. Come on.
He is. He's got
Surely he can't be. There's no way they'd take someone this lame.
He says,
"All right.
Nah, don't do it. Just turn me in. You'll make lots more money that way. Fucking fascists."
We get
No,
paid for
see, the
these
way
guys?
that we make our money is by finding out the information we need to find out so we can find the person we need to find.
You're the only thing
Turning
in our
you
way
in,
at the moment.
yeah,
just-
turning you in would get us what?
He says, "Let me
2
go.
unis?
Let me go. I'll owe you a favor. Let me go. Let me go. Come on. I'll owe you a favor."
I'm not certain that you could give us anything that'd be worth the favor.
I don't do leftovers.
How much? Hey, I want to actually look at. You said he's got the warrant thing. What is? How much is the warrant for?
It's like 100 unis.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a nobody.
He's the smallest of fries.
I spend more than that drinking on a Friday night.
It's true.
My small burger fries are worth more than you.
Turn him into a big smile burger.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to grab him and chuck him out of the APC. I'm like, all right, you guys do what you want with him. He's obviously not going to talk to us. He doesn't
Like,
know anything.
do you make any effort not to throw him into the interstate traffic that you're on?
Not like out, like just like outside of the just outside.
I was just curious because he wasn't wearing any armor or anything. He had like a leather jacket on,
Oh, I roll him into the street.
like in front of a car.
I just roll him out into the street. If he gets hit, he gets hit.
All right, and he had zip ties on, so now he dodged them pretty well despite the broken finger.
Did we
And-
cut his zip ties loose?
No.
No?
I mean, he's trying.
Say, remember-
He's trying to get up and like get away.
I think his
He
hands
can-
are tied to his feet.
They are.
Now zip ties won't hold him forever, but they're temporary.
Wait, there's plenty of like shrapnel and stuff in the road. You could easily get a hold of some piece.
Yeah, he'll figure it out in a few minutes, but for
Mhm.
now,
I don't know if I want to leave this guy alive. I really don't.
I mean, he tried to kill all of you with a firebomb like 5 minutes
Yeah, but he
ago.
did a really shitty job.
He did, because all two of the three firebombs missed your vehicle, which is as big as a barn.
Animus, you said you had one extra death ward? Just one?
Yeah, I reach in my bag and like pull out a whole stack. I come prepared.
That's good.
They're blank. You know.
Look,
I
you don't need a death warrant. Watch this. I pull out my Fin 603 and I shoot him in the leg.
All right. I mean, that's not going to kill him immediately, but he will.
Oh, is that
bleed.
what we're doing? I'm going to pull out my floor jacket and blow out his other kneecap.
Okay, now he's going to die. I'm just going to assume he dies from his injuries because
You should feel special. Those are expensive rounds. I'm just going to put it back.
I'm picturing you like down there next to him and be like, you should feel special.
more than
That's
his
funny
sword,
because-
sure.
special thing about him.
We didn't kill him. We just injured him. The car killed him.
I mean, eventually a car was going to run over him if you fell him in the middle of the street.
I mean, there's no camera here to prove that he died before a car hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I look up and like click off the camera on my shoulder.
I will say the shivers roll up about 30 seconds later over at the busted up cars behind y'all.
Hey, we found a guy.
This
Like,
guy ran out in the street tied up. I don't know what
I
happened.
don't know what happened, man. He just fell from the top of that building.
like the one medic goes over and starts checking on the injuries, and like the other shivers start directing traffic, and like a lieutenant kind of lazily walks over to you guys unless y'all drive off, and he sees a dead Dark Knight in the street tied up with zip ties, and he says, "Busy night."
Yeah, man, it was fucking impressive. He was driving a motorcycle like that.
fell.
Just fell off.
He fell.
He says, "Yeah, whatever you write in your report." He says, "All right, we'll get this cleaned up for you guys.
Thank you.
Just, can I get swipe your badges and all that shit? Can you
CC?
get your squad information?" All right, and he rips off a piece of paper. He says, "Here's the incident number, and you can file this, file your report, and we'll see that it matches up with ours." And that's about the extent of the interaction. And he heads back to his 12-man squad as they deal with the traffic accident. Mostly you just see them pushing the cars off to the side of the road. Kind of like these cars over here. How there's just wrecked cars over here. They just push them off the side.
Efficient.
Yep. The locals will scrap the cars at some point. Or they won't.
I mean, they'll at least strip it of what's useful.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So excuse me. Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do? Diamond. Everywhere you step in the back of the APC, there's blood.
Yummy.
The rest of you don't see this.
Do I need to make a roll?
No, you're
Are
good.
you sure?
You're fine. You're perfectly fine. Everything is normal.
I'm gonna
Except for
lean
the blood
over
on the
to
floor.
lean over to Animus like, you remember that talk we had about my psyche a while back? What?
Oh, hey, the weirdest thing is when you look down at your hands, like you're almost, you know, there's like this little bit of transparency to your hands.
Yeah. Now look, are you having issues again?
Do I look whole to you? Am I?
I look
Am
him up
I
and down.
here?
I mean, he's solid to me, right?
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with him. Mother needs a carrying. They kind of smell
You-
funny.
You look good to me.
All right, good to know.
Listen, bud, hang on just a second.
Doc's
They're
gonna
like-
fix you right up.
I hit him with like a couple of drugs.
Like what?
Well, just for like the nicety of it, I do hand him a hard green,
That's very nice.
and I hit him with Mind Numb, and to test some fun scholarly interest, I hit him with a white noise that I had.
Ooh.
Okay.
I did agree to some tests.
I will
I
say
remember previously.
he needs to test. Well, if you hit him with a hard green, he doesn't make the addiction test for the subsequent drug. So,
Well, I give him the Mind Numb first, so I guess it'll
Uh-huh.
apply to that. And then I hit him with the white noise as like an effect.
I'm gonna say like because the white noise is specifically for Evans, it doesn't really have the intended effect on him.
Mhm. Just scholarly interest.
Do I hear radio waves now?
The only thing you notice, Diamond, in like you know the kind of the blood running up the walls, that I mean that eventually kind of stops. But like the whole like you look at people and there's like they're a little opaque to you, like it's like they're not solid.
I feel like it would be appropriate for me at this point to look at him and, hey, buddy, sun's going down.
I see dead people.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I
I'm
mean-
not gonna say that
I mean,
until we lose.
you know, it's not like you can put your hand through things or anything, but it's like, you know, people look transparent. Like there's a little bit of transparency to everything.
It's gonna affect my accuracy.
Yeah, I would definitely say you're gonna get a -1 to your perception right now,
Okie dokie.
for sure. That would make sense.
Okey-dokey.
It's a little distracting, a little maddening,
I can see straight through your armor.
but yeah. So what's the rest of the squad doing since y'all are on mission? Y'all can say that y'all took notes about anything that I've said so far if you like. I am going to pause and go grab a drink because my mouth is really dry. All right, I'm back. So, yeah. So, did y'all decide on anything or make any observations while I was AFK?
Well, we're back on the road now, I guess.
I mean, we haven't really learned much. I mean,
Other than the department the guy was working for and the fact that there's a bonus for capturing him alive.
Yeah, this really is an investigation mission, and I know y'all don't get a lot of these. And do y'all actually have an investigator that's here tonight?
No.
nope.
Okay, so y'all gonna be doing this the hard way. It's
And I
okay.
have like a little bit of forensics,
hmm
but nothing hardcore investigating.
I can scare
Yeah.
people.
I'm sure y'all can figure this out with your like 5 players.
I can run over people.
Yeah, y'all got this covered. Y'all got this.
I got tactics.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know where Cody is, anyways.
I can talk in a weird language. Yeah.
I'm sure you told me where he was going to be, but I
Well, he was intended on being here. I don't know why he's not here.
well then, y'all just have to suffer through it,
Did him fall asleep?
maybe. So, all right. Where are y'all headed to right now? Y'all about
I
the
get.
only about the only location you guys had, um,
Was that store
from
name, right?
was the
Didn't we
name
get where he
was
used to
the name.
live?
Okay, so that was part of the retcon. Is I took
Okay.
I took away his uh, housing location. It was nothing relevant.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
I
Yeah,
just
we got the store name
So
though.
so
I was
but
about to
when
say I'd like to just like before I get back in the APC, stand there for a second. Wait, guys, where the fuck were we going?
Do we know where he was last seen?
there was a security camera that captured him. Uh, there was a security picture, I'm sorry, a security scan caught him um, at this Clippo location on downtown 5 sector 44. It was a business called Pocket Inferno.
Maybe we should go there.
Yeah.
Um, y'all are welcome to go down there. You could also check the nearby shiver station. That's usually a source of some information, even if it's not what y'all need.
Inferno.
Oh, but they might know some stuff about Pocket Inferno.
Sure.
Didn't he kill some shivers too? According to babbling.
Well, Sleepy,
Sleepy,
what the
Sleepy
Ah,
Tim.
you're
fuckface
right.
did it.
Never mind.
Sleepy
Sleepy
Tim.
Tim did it. Yeah, tell Sleepy Tim he's roasted anyway. So.
Yeah, he's barbecue.
Justice has been served.
Justice. All right. So yeah, I mean, y'all are on downtown 2. It's gonna take y'all about 2 hours to get to downtown 5, sector 44. Um, that's getting down pretty close to where the city's not as dependable. My dog is making lots of noise.
You leave Munich alone.
He's
He leads a hard life.
he's an old man, okay? He does what he wants. But all right. So y'all get down there after a couple hours. Y'all know the lights are blinking, and the sector 44. It actually looks like it's some kind of industrial sector. It's not residential. There's no housing at all. It's just a bunch of factories and factories and factories and factories.
In
There's
factories.
yes, and there's a bunch of blue collar workers like walking up and down sidewalks. Like it's pretty thick. Big industrial trucks are coming through. Cargo trucks and gas or liquid liquid tanker trucks. Sorry, and heavy traffic. Y'all are one of many vehicles down here, and y'all eventually see this. You didn't really understand what to expect when you saw Pocket Inferno, but when you get there, it's actually a somewhat new looking factory. It's got this weird like Clippo lighter on the sign, but it's like it's spraying like a flamethrower, and it says weapons testing facility, security clearance required as y'all pull up to the main gate because it's gated completely.
We have security clearance.
I mean,
Totally.
y'all be operatives. Y'all are on a BPN. We'll see how it goes. Y'all pull up, and there is a guy. Looks like he's in a shiver gear, but he's not a shiver. He's a private security. Standing at the gate with a large, menacing non-calf weapon.
By private security, are we talking a prop
He's
or just
a legal prop.
a legal prop? Okay.
Not all props are illegal.
Okay. That's how I was double checking.
Yeah, they have their own private security, given it's a subsidiary of Clippo.
So
Um,
he's a good boy.
the funny thing is, it looks like he's actually wearing some Clippo manufactured firearms. which would means he has a flamethrower.
That's kind of hot. Ah!
You know, it's not supposed to be strictly legal, but he's probably got clearance for it. Slay makes exceptions, and they're often very funny.
You know, I really doubt the sensibility of the Clippo higher ups. What dumbass protects a munitions factory full of explosives with a fucking flamethrower?
I mean, it's effective.
Right.
It, I
Either
mean,
you succeed at defending them, or you blow up the whole factory and succeed at defending.
That's right.
I guess
It's a win-win situation.
this is like, I don't know what Slay version of OSHA has, if any, but I'm like, this is an OSHA violation.
Slay
Look,
ship?
I'm pretty sure that if OSHA existed in Slay, they would have just taken anybody who worked for it out back and shot them if they tried to say anything.
Yeah, the OSHA department is that pit with the bodies in it over there. Just go line up.
Hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, so this guy like kind of looks like a stormtrooper. Honestly, he kind of leans out the window warily, looking at you and your APC. There's another guy like right around the corner from him. Kind of looks over and just a little suspicious because y'all aren't like a tanker truck or a cargo truck. And he says, "State your business."
Let you guys do the talking. It's cool.
Okay,
I should not be the one doing the talking.
why is our talker not here? Sure, I'll walk up, or lean out the window
Yeah, because Brenna's
and be like,
driving. You're like leaning
yep,
across her.
yep.
Brenna's got this little
Like,
slit for a window because it's armored windows.
it's like, hi, we're a squad Deathaxe. We're on BPN number yada 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 yada. Requires an inspection of this facility here. Possible sedition.
He said you can see the concern in his faceplate as he says, "Wait here." There's no concern in the
Concern in
faceplate.
his faceplate.
Yeah, because it's just a faceplate.
Nope,
You
he has
can't see his face.
Spider-Man eyelenses.
Yep, yep. And you can see one of them pick up a handset, and you can kind of hear him calling it into head office, and he's saying, "Yeah, we've got some operatives here, BPN number blah blah blah," and he kind of gives a thumbs up to his little the guy next to the car, and he opens the gate for you guys, and he says he gives you a parking pass,
Thank you kindly.
and
Multi-pass?
he says security will meet you at building 53.
All right.
So
Multi-pass.
multi-pass.
Multipass.
All right. Well, so yeah, you guys see this factory is huge. Um, like you know the level above you is probably only I don't know 80 meters at highest. You know, it's pretty good ways, but most of these buildings extend about that high, and there's all these big fuel tanks down here, and or you would expect them they're either fuel or fire suppression. There's some kind of liquid tanks. Um, definitely some industrial level fuckery going on here. Um, all to produce whatever the fuck Pocket Inferno produces.
All right. So, how much should we suspect that this subsidiary is in on whatever sedition that guy was doing?
Who are you talking to?
The squad. Like, this is in character.
I don't know. I mean,
Because if they're in on it and we're going to be kind of guided by security, we're not going to get anything interesting. Anados, you up
It
for a
is
little
a
scouting
surprise
party?
infection.
Sure, I can do that.
should we conveniently get lost?
We could do that too.
Was there any buildings in the area that I could possibly climb? Or are we stuck inside?
All of them. You just have
Oh, we're
to.
not.
You'd have to conveniently find a way to get off of the APC in a subtle way, unless you want to just stop and get out. There are a lot of factory workers walking around. I would say dozens, and you know, Your vehicle definitely stands out a little bit.
Is there any way to snag a worker into the APC?
You like as in forcibly drag someone into the APC?
That's probably not going to be the best idea to do.
I could put on their
Um,
outfit. Ha ha.
well,
You're already
yes, but
Is that what we want to do?
Nah, I'm just
that
gonna stealth. Is it?
No, because I was going to say I can make that happen.
Oh boy.
You could do that.
I give like a little clap of my hands and spread them out wide. Magic.
Because
Hmm.
he's a bitch.
Theta.
Sorry.
Hmm. Let's see.
Go team buddy cop.
You know what?
Team buddy cop.
so I'm gonna while
Are
we're
we?
deciding this, I'm gonna start aimlessly driving around as if I'm lost.
Sure. I mean, I will say pretty plainly, it would be easy to get lost back here. It's the size of a a refinery basically,
Mhm.
and they seem to have like a shop and like a financing office and some administrative offices, but they have a lot. Looks like a lot of testing and um, just miscellaneous chemical and industrial buildings. Lots of pipes running everywhere. Um, some serious stuff. There's definitely a weapons testing range, but it's clearly defined and it's got fences that block view of what's actually going on there. Every now and then you do see a flash of flame.
Do you think there's any way that I could possibly? I don't know.
I think they're testing flamethrowers on their coffee breaks. Personally, I'd be doing that.
Sounds like
Really?
fun.
That's what Clippo makes, man.
Yep.
Fire.
I would like to set their. We're kind of.
It's
Is there
not
a back door to the
it's not all
APC?
lighters. The APC has a door on the right hand side, the rear, and the ceiling.
So it does have one in the rear.
And it does not have a driver's or a passenger side exit. It's you have to get in from the body, as far as I remember.
Hmm.
I'll have to look it up, but we'll go with that for now.
But I just
Well,
need
if
a
that's the
window.
case, is there any way I could sneak out the rear exit as she's slowly, aimlessly driving around?
Sure, make a stealth check.
I was about to say, hold on, before you do that, are we going with the plan of you disguising as somebody?
Nah, I don't want to lose my armor.
Okay.
And I imagine none of these guys look anywhere close to like they're wearing armor.
No, these guys are wearing like blue factory worker clothes and flame retardant
Yeah.
helmets.
Yeah, nah, that's not what I want to have running around trying to do this.
They're basically running around wearing like colored fireman gear, and you're wearing shiver gear.
I
Yeah.
do lean back before you stealth out and say, hide your badge. Don't
Oh
have it
yeah,
prominent.
that might be important to hide.
Plausible deniability.
Hmm. All right. Is there any way that I could give my badge? Is that illegal to give my badge to Drew?
Don't think so.
I mean, you can take your badge off anytime you want to.
It's illegal for Drew to try to use it.
Yeah. If you hand it to me, I'll stash it.
It would be
Um,
problematic at best.
is there a side entrance that he could possibly use that looks like into the main building?
There's you're talking about building 53 that y'all are trying to get into?
Is that like what would be considered the main, like the big?
Yeah, there is a large what looks like administrative office. But most of these buildings are faintly industrial looking at worst, or at least. But yeah,
Mhm.
y'all do see a large building that's marked Lane 53. That is technically where it looks like y'all are supposed to be going. And it looks like it's a 2 to 3 story building. It's probably about the size of a full city block.
And it
Um,
looks like I'm gonna take a left turn at Albuquerque.
Is there a
and
balcony or
it does
anything?
have all sorts of doors on the outside. It doesn't have almost any windows. It's got a bunch of looks like metal doors, and it says employees only on just every every
Mhm.
door, and there's a
Is there
bunch.
like any
There's a bunch of
balconies or
like
catwalks?
warnings
Or...
and stuff. There would definitely be fire escapes, and there would be lots of walkways and catwalks. Yes, all over the place.
Okay. And real
Sounds
quick
like I
question.
like it.
like there's catwalks that go across the street, so you don't have to cross traffic, and there's like between blocks for sure, and between adjacent buildings.
Real
If
quick, has it been at least an hour or two since the fight?
yeah, it's been at least 2 hours.
Cool. Okay. So I point out a fire escape on the side of one of these buildings and
Diamond,
look
your
to loot.
your episode is over.
That's good. That's
Your
that's
your detection is normal.
You're solid again.
You
But I
are
point out a
very solid.
people look normal now.
People are normal, as
Oh,
they
that's
are.
good.
People are strange.
Damn it.
Peace through power.
So, Drew, you're pointing out
yeah.
there's a fire.
I point out a fire, just a random fire escape on the side of one of the buildings that leads up to a semi-high level, like whatever the highest or second highest level is. And I look back to Luke. That looks like a good entrance for you.
You know what? It kind of does.
You guys can see there are a large number of white collar workers that park like at this particular administrative office. There's not a lot of there's not a lot of civilian traffic, but there every now and then like every third car is a civilian car. People going in and out, people running in from lunch breaks, people taking there's like company vans coming in and out. Um, like I said, this is a secure area. Um, just to be clear, there are security cameras, and you haven't seen too many other security guards, but you've seen at least a, a one-man patrol in a truck um, cruising around.
Okay.
But it wasn't
I
anything serious.
asked Anados, "You ready to go?"
You know what? I am. That's
All right. I look to Scully and get us roughly 20 meters away from that, and I point to the door,
Can
like
do.
3 meters up.
All right. So what are you trying to do? Get where he can exit into the second floor catwalk?
I think he's gonna bamp me to the second story catwalk.
That's exactly what he's gonna do.
Is indeed what I'm going to do.
Okay. All right. So you pull up where Drew indicates, and I want to see the bamf roll, and I
All
want to
right.
know clearly what you are trying to do when you do it.
So, because I don't want to jump into a unknown situation, I'm going to teleport us just outside the door,
Hmm.
and I'm going to attempt to immediately teleport back
Okay,
myself. So,
that's fine. I want a stealth check from the both of you. Um, and then I want Drew's bamf roll.
what's your DC on this?
I'm not gonna make it particularly hard. Just give me a 7.
Okay.
I'm being nice today.
So if I have 2 on stealth, I get 3 dice, right?
You're gonna
Yes.
get two skill dice and then a free dice. You always get a free
That's
dice,
that's what I thought.
and then you got a pass fail dice.
All right, and then my dex +2, and then dex is 4.
I managed
So
to get it
plus,
with 2 degrees.
so I
Pretty
got
decent.
+4.
Pretty decent. I'm trying to remember what that's called. 1 degree, 2 degrees, 3 degrees. 2 degrees is a exceptional success. So Drew, yeah, you so long as your Banff ability goes off without a hitch, um, it could be said that you are as stealthy as you were trained to be in Meanie.
So I have a +6, so that's a, and it's a 5. That's success with 3 degrees.
Okay.
That definitely happens.
All right. Did you have to spend a flux or did you get it back?
Oh, I don't have it high enough to not spend this flux.
Mm,
So I'm going to have to burn this flux and the one to get back.
good.
But I have
Sounds good.
gems.
Good. Sounds good. All right. So you bamf him up, bamf him back. Now you know this. This puts you on a second. You said second floor catwalk on building 53, which is the administrative office. Um, there's at least one cat. There's a fire escape that would take you up to the third level. You can see that there's definitely room between the roof and the level above. Like you can see that there's a significant amount of room. Like there's a roof here. You can get on the roof if you wanted to. You don't know what's up there. And there's definitely multiple entrances into level two of this building where you're at. Um, the real trick to it is you see they all require magnetic key swipes.
I figured this.
This would be qualified as electronic locks.
Okay. Question.
Mhm.
I relate this back to the team, and before I decide to go, well, before I decide to make my next decision, Animus has something to say.
Yes. Scully, do you have an electronic clock picking kit?
Uh,
Feels like something you would have, or you might have.
double check through my stuff. I have a sleigh lock picking kit. I don't know if that does the electronic or not.
Nope,
It
it would
doesn't.
have to be specifically electronic lock.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I don't have electronic. I just have manual.
How hard of a magnetic clock would that be?
Probably a 10 since I don't have lockpick.
You're asking how it would be to
Yeah, like
attempt to do. Okay, number one, any kind of professional role that requires special equipment is going to be an advanced role. Number one.
well, it
So,
doesn't technically require the equipment. The equipment just gives a bonus.
well, I'm going to say that he's not going to do it with his fingernails.
If I
mean,
shut the door with the silent
I'm going to
spin,
call it definitely an advanced test. Um,
so
and it would
numbers
and it would
wise,
normally be a 10. Um, these aren't cheap locks, but they're not extraordinary. Um, but at the same time, being an advanced task, if he does it without proficiency, it becomes a 13.
well,
I radio
I,
up to Anados. Is there
I'm
another point of entry?
there's always the roof. Can I roll a detect before I make it to the top of the roof?
You should always roll a detect before you do anything.
Okay, that's the plan.
Roll it. I'm gonna make it difficulty 10.
I have supervision.
I know you do, but you still gotta roll it.
And okay. So my detect is a 2. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's cool. But I couldn't do this in real life.
Oh, you stacked them.
Yep. Detect's a 2. Concentration is a 3, so it's a +5. Then what does good vision give me? A
An
+2?
automatic +2 on visuals. Skills successes.
It's
So,
automatic 2 successes, so not to the roll.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
you can still fail the roll. That looks like a pretty fair roll for you though.
I rolled so yeah, I have a +5, so that's a success.
You barely got on your success dice, and that means you got a epic success.
Correctamundo.
All right, because you got epic success, I should modify the situation appropriately because of your extraordinary success.
I wear glasses.
Well, while you're looking around, every now and then you notice employees do come in and out of the building. Even on that second and third floor, I think they said it was 3 floors,
hmm
um, plus a roof. But you notice at some point on the third floor, somebody comes out, and they're just sitting out on the balcony on a smoke break. And you got a really good stealth check earlier, so I'm not even gonna bother with them. But and at some point another employee comes out there, and these two guys are having a conversation about family life, or they're bitching about their boss or something. Um, or some customer they had to deal with, or some order they had to fill, or this guy that got fired, and this other guy's having to assume all his responsibilities, and
Wow.
he's all pissed off
Hmm.
about it because he didn't get a raise yet. Sorry.
Projecting.
But anyways, for some reason it's an ultra detailed conversation that they're having up there. Anyways, they seem like pretty nice guys, and even they even talk about playing video games on the weekends. Um, there you go. All right. So anyways, it's getting real. Um,
These guys sound like assholes.
they are assholes.
Yeah.
But so yeah, they're up there. Um, you could I don't know, use the opportunities around you or not, or try to avoid the pitfalls. Uh, do you want? You could climb up to the roof. It would be simple enough with the fire escapes. Even with those guys there, you have a really good stealth check. And I'd tell you, they see you, if they saw you, anyways. But it seems right now that you're kind of stealthily doing your thing and you're communicating with your squad with your headset communicator, which has a subvocal microphone, so no one around you can hear you. So you're being sneaky in your shipper armor.
All right. Nice. So I'm gonna try to get behind or away from them.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing, because this seems like this is realistic, and you did get epic success, and I have to take that into account. It looks like one of them has turned the deadbolt for that security door on level 3 so that the door doesn't shut behind them.
What a dumbass.
It's like people do that at places that are secure sometimes, so
Yeah.
they can have smoke breaks.
They're not worried about getting locked out.
Yeah,
Oh,
they don't want to get locked out. That would be terrible.
it'd be a shame if
Hmm.
you're trying to keep
That
people
being
out.
said, I might make you make another stealth test if you try to get over there near them.
I don't know if it's a good idea. They're not wearing any armor. They're just wearing normal clothes,
These
right?
guys have pocket protectors and they have glasses,
Throw
and
a grenade.
and they are seeing by the light of the wall-mounted halogen bulbs.
Is there any chance that I can see the range?
The range of what?
The range, the testing range for the flamethrowers.
With your perception test being insane like it is, you can kind of peek over there and you can see there's about 12 people over there in the testing range, and they have a dummy set up with a bright orange jumpsuit, and they're over there just roasting the shit out of him. But it seems like the jumpsuit's probably flame retardant, and it looks like they have at least a military grade flamethrower. And it seems like a couple of guys who are in white collar uniforms seem to be passing it back and forth, and exclaiming, how much they enjoy, shooting flamethrowers on their smoke break.
So my
Um,
next question where's the refueling for the flamethrower at? Can I
uh,
see a gas tank?
they've got a couple canisters sitting nearby.
Are they close enough to each other to burst into explosion?
I mean, you're gonna fire a bullet over there and explode them. I mean, you could probably kill a couple people if you did that. If
It's a
if that's
diversion.
if that's how
No
it
one's
works.
gonna no one's gonna know where I'm at.
I mean, you do have a silenced rifle, I guess.
Exactly.
No one's gonna know.
And it's a mechanical yard. It's basically literally it's a factory. So yeah. I want to shoot the gas tank.
You're that guy
Someone's
with a
dying.
hammer, you know that.
Someone's going to die.
All right, tell me what you do.
All right, so if they're all together, the gas tanks are close
I
enough
mean,
to
I'm talking
explode.
about these are people across the street and like down like a block away. I mean, you can still see them. You're a little higher than they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the shot. Spent 500 credits for this crap. I imagine they're probably pretty heavy duty tanks, so I'm gonna load my
They're
reload
about
my rifle.
They're actually about the size of a paint can.
Oh, there's not multiple. I mean, there's a lot of them right there, right?
Uh, People, yes. and you can see there's it looks you can tell because of your exceptional perception that those are the refuel canisters for that
Perfect.
particular model. They've got two
Well,
sitting on the table like in the middle of a group of people, and then they're like they're kind of like I said they're kind of taking turns handing off the gun, and like at some point they trade one of the canisters out, and and then they just keep shooting it. Like
cool.
and there's some people over there with some clipboards making notes.
Since this is not a combat situation,
It's not.
I would love to pull out my beautiful Fin AR with the silencer. And we're going to load the AP rounds. And we're going to take max aims.
Okay. Which is your rifle score.
Mm-hmm. Which is 4.
Okay, so you got 4 aims. Are you applying that all to hit or damage or what?
Let's put 2 to damage, 2 to hit.
All right, so you have a +2 to attack, and you're gonna shoot one of the reload canisters.
Yep, on the table.
Okay, make the roll.
They're
Guys,
dead.
this is what rifle 4 looks like.
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
Exactly. So yeah, rifle 4,
Oh.
and then my dex is 4, so that's a +8 +2, so that's a +10.
Roll and make sure you don't get a 1.
Oh, well, I only rolled that one, sadly. So I succeeded. And now let's roll the damage, I suppose.
Nah, I don't need damage. It's fine. But I am gonna roll these 2 dice over here. Actually, since it's a whole cartridge, I'm just gonna roll 3. Okay. Drew, or who's playing? Luke, you're playing a human. What's your total hit points?
I think 17.
Don't you have a
It's
normal?
14 plus health.
It's 14 plus health.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The plus strength.
I'm not gonna add any particular bonus damage to these guys because just due to you're not shooting headshot on these guys or anything. So yeah, Luke, you shoot one of the canisters on the table. Notably, I'm gonna say your perception was good enough that you don't shoot the empty one. And it explodes on the table in the middle of about, what did I say? It was about a dozen people.
Mm-hmm.
And that would say, um, hold on. Take the better of the 2 rolls. Oh yeah, okay. So you can tell about 10 of them are in the direct blast, main blast cone of the explosion. And you see, yeah, there's about 10 people who are probably meeting excruciating deaths at this moment. Um, because you blew up a military grade flamethrower fuel tank sitting in the middle of a group of people. The secondary explosion radius encompasses the other 2 people, and they're going to burn to death, but they're going to burn to death slowly. You have officially killed 12 people in the course of the next 30 seconds, just to let you know. Uh, Due to what happens over there, about 6 seconds after the explosion, uh, a couple of blue collar workers who happened to watch the explosion or just notice the after effects run over and hit an alarm on the side of the building, and you just hear throughout the entire facility, womp 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 womp,
Dun 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 dun.
and
Sorry.
and alarm lights start flickering on all around that area of the facility. And like I said, this is a pretty big area. I mean, this is a big factory, and within I don't know. I mean, within the first minute, I'll just give you all that. y'all start seeing people running out of buildings and grabbing like fire extinguishers and like you can hear various emergency vehicles from various places in the facility like rolling out and Brenna, I'm gonna assume everybody just ignores you. No one cares about your APC at this moment, but you
Yeah.
can see a kind of a flurry of activity happening. The two guys up there near you, Luke, are looking and pointing to the explosion, and they seem very surprised and horrified by what the fuck just happened. And one of them runs inside, and the other one stays out on the balcony. Um, and he gets on his cell phone.
I'm gonna move up to the top where I can see his head, and I'm gonna make his head go boom.
All right,
You're just randomly murdering people now.
all right, so
No.
you're on level 2. They're on level 3. I mean, you can find an angle where you can shoot him at. I'm fine with
This
that.
is
Are you going to climb to level 3, or are you going to climb to level 4 and then shoot this random dude?
He's on level 3, I thought.
He's on level 3. Yes, you're on level
And there's
2.
only level 3, right?
Besides the roof, yes.
The roof is considered level 4.
Yes.
If I can take the shot now, I'm going to use my not combat,
Sure.
max aims to make
Uh,
this a success.
you can take max aims on that guy. It doesn't matter. And what are you gonna just blow his head off?
Yeah, and I'm gonna catch his phone as it falls.
Um, that's gonna require some
Oh.
exceptional luck. So go
Okay.
ahead. So go ahead and make that shot.
This
How
is good. They're
how
all
close
they're all
how close are you
huh.
standing to this guy when you want to blow his head off? I mean, you're one level down from him, right?
Yeah. So probably 10 feet.
Okay. I want you to go ahead and make that shot. You can have your max aims, but I'm going to give you a
They're
minus
all,
1 to the entire roll just because of the angle.
it's gonna be all for success.
Huh?
Actually, no, I need 2 for success and 2 for damage.
All right. Go ahead and make your roll.
This man's uber dead.
There's some really horrific screams coming from over there where the people that are still alive, the ones in the secondary blast area, those are the ones that are still alive at this point.
Yeah, because napalm is pretty nasty.
Oh
Mhm.
yes. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
It's actually probably preferable to be the person in the primary blast area because,
It
they
was
died
quick.
faster, you know.
Hey,
And after I successfully make this shot with a lot of damage, what is it? It's
All right. So first off, did you make the shot successfully?
oh yeah, it was a 9. I rolled a 9, and it's a +8,
All right.
+10. Actually +10. So yeah, I rolled a 19.
All right. I'm not worried about you killing this guy because that's just going without saying. So you shoot this guy at almost point blank range with maximum aims, probably still using armor piercing rounds for some reason.
Mhm.
Um,
I didn't take him out.
that's kind of why I assumed you're shooting him with an armor piercing round at point blank range with a rifle. Um, so his head explodes. I mean, matter of fact, I mean, you probably like run a good chance of like throwing his body off the building, just the way things are going. Now that being said, you said something about wanting to catch his cell phone, so I'm assuming you tried not to shoot the cell phone. Now I want you to catch it, which is going to require an athletics 13.
Athletics 13.
Uh huh.
All right, so my
Because when
athletics
you
is
shoot it, the force of the bullet hitting his body is going to make that phone fly. But I'm going to allow you to make a test. Does anybody think that's pretty fair? That sounds pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
think
this is
all
something that could
really
reasonably
bad.
done with um ratings points too.
Yeah, it's like a hacky sack thing, you know? Except
What
for it's
would
a hacky sack covered in brains.
Alright, I have a
Terrible idea.
+3. Yeah, I would have to roll a 10, and is it really worth it to roll?
No.
What type of ratings point do I need to use?
I don't know.
I would think that would fall under body. Specifically,
Not
how did you?
Barada.
Wait, hold on.
I
No,
just
that only applies to combat. Never mind.
It's a terrible idea. Should have done this.
so far
Uh,
Luke has killed 13 people.
You could
He's a
burn
mass
2 body
murderer.
points for impossible feat.
There's
Yeah,
serial
no.
killers with a lower
I'm just
body
gonna
count.
roll this. I'm gonna use a point
I
of luck and see
mean,
what
it
I
wouldn't be
get.
the first
Oh.
time that the players turned into serial killers.
I watched that. That was a legit roll.
What happened? I'm sorry.
That was a legit roll. I watched that.
I got a pure 13.
Okay. Look, you catch his cell phone. His gore-covered cell phone in working order before it falls 2 more floors to the ground. And yeah. All right. Amaze me. The
Just as a note, I would
he's
like to.
he's still on the phone with somebody, or was. Do you hang it
Yeah, I'm
up?
gonna say, no, I'm gonna say there was an explosion. Gotta go and hang up.
Okay. So what are you doing with the cell phone now?
No, I'm gonna keep it for contraband. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna let everybody know what everything that's going on right now.
Go ahead
Well, I
and
mean,
Oh.
I'm
tell
pretty
them.
sure we're aware of some of it.
Go ahead and tell
All
them in
right.
character. I'm just kind of curious what you're gonna say.
So there was 2 guys on a smoke break on this building, and they gave me an idea to. This is a Clippo place, so gave me an idea to shoot.
Blow the place up.
Well, you see, they were smoking,
Don't
and I
put
thought
this on
fire.
them.
I thought smoking. I saw fire. I was like, oh wait, explosion, diversion. This is gonna work. So I kind of blew up the guys who were playing with the fire flamethrower, and I killed the guy up here to take his badge. But I have a phone, so we're all good.
His
I'm just
phone
gonna.
that you can be tracked through.
Oh, it's yeah. I'm still at the factory, so it don't matter. Not right now, anyway.
Scully,
But
do you
yeah.
have alcohol in this thing?
No, just a lot of luck and a lot of fun.
Do I have any alcohol?
You
If you
find
do, I'm gonna need
you
some.
find a can of slosh somewhere under a seat.
Is that like a
She'll
Four
take
Loko?
Slosh is a first edition can of beer that gets
Like
you
fucks
really,
you up
really fucked
instantly.
up with one can, but it has no hangover. It technically is a drug, but it's okay. It's a really old can.
Mm-hmm. She pulls it out and hands it to you, Drew.
I'm not talking anymore, and I down the can.
Okay.
Well, y'all can do whatever you want to now. I got the Overwatch, and we're clear. I mean, I got the badge, so I'm gonna hide this body real quick behind the door, so as it opens, nobody's really gonna know.
It's a doorstop. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use him as a doorstop. Sounds
Oh.
good.
Okay. Did you put that Dark Knight armband on earlier, or are you gonna put it on later?
I didn't put it on.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right. So,
Oh,
Shit, our
oh,
next
and
VPN's
just
gonna
to
be
let you
hunting him.
know, I'm pretty sure I confirmed 13 people so far. So don't feel bad about killing people.
yeah.
I think you're doing enough of that for all of us.
The old operative KK didn't have this kind of kill
Oh
count.
God. Fucking KK.
Or Rapey Cat. Remember Rapey Cat?
We don't talk about Rapey
We
Cat.
don't talk about Rapey
We're not
Cat.
gonna talk about Rapey Cat.
So,
Okay.
y'all do what you want. I got your. I am your eyes and ears up here, and I would like to advance to the next level.
You're working on it.
Wow.
Kill anybody else.
I meant the next level as the
So-
roof.
In a slurred speech. Weren't we supposed to be like fucking meeting somebody?
We're investigating somebody.
I just caused the diversion. I mean, y'all can do. Yeah, y'all are good now.
Yeah, but weren't we supposed to like fucking meet security?
There's
Is that
definitely
what
a
we-
plant-wide lockdown going on. Yes.
Yeah.
We should probably make ourselves known.
You know how
I don't want to
difficult.
be tied to this.
How
Yeah, okay.
how difficult is it to say that they blew themselves up playing with a flamethrower? I mean, that's very explainable.
See, this is why y'all should have kept that Dark Knight guy from earlier. I could have just
Yeah.
let him loose with his equipment and been like, "Here, go run around, have fun."
Or just show him like this is what an
And-
actual criminal does.
And then you just shoot him, and then y'all get to be the heroes.
Damn. All
Well-
right, so she's gonna actually go find the building she's supposed to actually be going to,
Yep.
Wait, real quick.
but she's gonna like kind of do it like in an aimless way, still as if she's lost.
Okay.
Real quick, just as a future reference, do we have that armband?
No.
Oh,
Just in case y'all need to stick it on Luke or something.
just grab a random person and stick it on him and look, subversive. He did it.
That will be number 14.
Shoot him.
Or 13. Number 13. No, number 14, yeah. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Brenda, what are you're gonna go make yourself known, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna head to the building. I'm gonna do it still kind of in an aimless way, as if I'm lost.
Alright.
But we're going to the building.
And Luke propped a body behind a door to hide it. And he's on level 3 now. And that door's still open, Luke, if you wanted to go inside.
No, I'm gonna shut it back.
Now,
There's
you
no
did-
reason to keep it.
Well, I mean, it was the deadbolt was keeping it open.
Well, I mean, I could,
just
if I
to
could.
make sure, you had said something about stealing a guy's security card. Did you go through?
I sure did.
You go through his pockets.
Absolutely. There's always unis.
Okay, yeah, you find his car keys and his family pictures in this wallet, along with his security badge. Yep,
Is there any cigarettes?
he's definitely got some Lucky Strike cigarettes.
I would like to take those out and put those in my pocket as well.
You do.
I'm gonna light one and try to chill the hell out. Out of
All
my
right,
own, by the way.
so you're gonna hang out by that third floor door where that guy ran into a minute ago, or are you gonna
Drugs all around.
you're gonna
I'm gonna advance to the next floor.
Okay, so you're going to the roof. I'm not gonna make you make any climb tests. The roof is covered with like air conditioning units and various
Perfect.
electrical machinery, and it's obvious that no one's been up there in some time. And there's a number of hatches up there. You don't know where they lead to. You have no idea. There's extra duct work and ventilation and stuff up there as well, as well as some what looks like some kind of communication equipment here and there. Um, Various electronics that you probably don't have electronics for. I don't know. Okay, so you're up on the roof, and so y'all just tell me what y'all want to do from here on out. We'll 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 make some lemonade.
Is that what we're gonna make?
When you got lemons.
Burn your house down.
I agree, Drew. I really agree.
It feels right.
All right. All right. No,
I
y'all.
feel like something secretive was said.
No, it's in chat.
All right. Come on. Let's do
Slay
this.
chat?
Yes.
Yep.
Where's the slay chat?
He's posting pictures.
Tabletop.
Ah. I should.
All right. So,
Okay. So
you know what? I tell you what. I'm gonna pause this and refill my drink, and I am going to let y'all talk for a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause the recording and unpause. We're back in the live game, and so I had to get something to drink. Yeah. So
to deal with your players.
what have y'all decided to do here? All right,
I don't think we
Brennan,
made a decision.
did y'all
Yeah,
get out
no.
of the APC yet?
No.
Do you really make a plan in a situation like this? I think at this point it's just roll with it and see what happens.
Yeah. Let's say we make our way, in a kind of roundabout way to the building we're supposed to be at.
I don't even know where I am at this point. Oh, I didn't leave the group, so I'm still with the group.
We're just watching in horror from the back of the APC.
I'm
Right.
just hearing,
Yeah.
I'm just hearing whoops, just.
We let our squad mate out, and immediately things started blowing up.
People are dead.
It was necessary.
Was it?
I'm gonna get a leash
Absolutely.
for Luke.
Remember, there are consequences. They may be unforeseen at the moment.
Need to
Yeah,
get a
I know
remote
all
control
about
safety
that.
for his gun.
You say a remote controlled safety?
Yeah.
Man, I can get behind that.
Y'all are gonna safety my rifle. That
Yes.
is messed up.
I mean, it's starting to seem necessary.
Not at all. It was necessary to do this. Just in
Why
case
was
for-
that necessary?
Because we needed a distraction. You always
So you
need a
just
good
kill a
diversion.
bunch of people?
For what?
For
just
security
commit-
purposes.
Let's get
A
in
small
character.
amount of
Character.
We're about to
massacre. It's
drive
okay.
to the building.
Is this in character?
Totally.
Keep it
It should
Sure.
I think so.
I thought we were in character.
Yeah. Okay. You go.
Everybody. Sure.
Like, I like killing humans, and I feel like this is unnecessary.
Oh well.
I'm
You'll
really
have your
glad
chance.
Slay doesn't have a Hippocratic oath. 'Cause I feel like I unleashed this.
Yeah,
You'll
because
have
it
your
would be a hypocritic oath right now.
Hypocrite.
You'll have your chance. You'll have your chance. I promise you'll have your chance to kill some humans.
Sooner than later.
I've
baby.
just became more and more less human because of the fact that I am with a bunch of aliens. You know?
I mean, man, blame it on whatever you want to blame it on.
And say aliens all you want.
I mean, the fact that the monsters in your party are looking at your actions and like, what the fuck?
What the fuck, man?
They're just jealous they didn't do it this time. They usually
Nah.
do.
No, that's not what we're saying.
I
I'm
only
just-
I only commit horrendous acts in self-defense.
That was self-defense. Just unknown
Oh, yeah?
self-defense. Yeah, just wait. You'll see.
All right. So what are y'all doing? What's
I'm
the
gonna
action?
make my way to the building where we're supposed to be meeting them in kind of a roundabout way.
Does everybody get out of the
Just to look for
APC?
lost.
Anybody,
Sure.
Anybody staying behind?
I'm gonna hang out with the APC.
Jonathan's in the APC. Anybody else?
I'm not in it. I'm sitting on top of it.
All
While
right.
everybody goes, if anybody wants to go inside, they're welcome to. I'm gonna guard the APC.
All
Well,
right.
I've had a can of slosh,
Drew,
so it's
you're
a
drunk.
good idea for me to follow.
Drew, you're really drunk.
Yes, that's the best idea.
All right, Brenna, you're leading the party. You go up to the front door.
Oh no, I don't like this.
There's a buzzer where you can buzz yourself in.
I have a key card. Just put in the key code.
That's not how key cards work.
Oh.
You have to swipe
Well,
them.
I like immediately walk past and just start hitting the buzzer multiple times,
Okay.
shouting ding dong. I imagine I am incredibly drunk at this point.
Oh wait, I still have half a bottle of whiskey left. You want some?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's not what he needs.
You hear? Give me a good English name.
Reginald.
Jim.
Reginald.
Belvedere.
On the other side, you see a little. You don't. There's there's no screen, but you hear. This is security officer Reginald. Uh, who is it?
Hi.
Oh, this is Squad Deathaxe. We're here investigating on a VPN.
He says, "What's going on out there? There's talk over the radio. There's a security lockdown. Something
The end times have come.
something about an explosion."
Bring out the dead. No, I don't.
Repent, all ye
That was
sinners.
not said. That was not said in character.
That's in character. That's in character for me.
I was gonna be like, well, I mean, maybe there. It sounded like there was an explosion. I don't know. Yeah. she has no clue what to say.
Sedition is loose among you sinners.
Before I open the door, I want to see your badges. Anyways,
She'll pull her badge out and show him.
yeah, like
Is there a window?
There's like a little window on the door, and like
I like get
he
right
eventually
up
gets to
to
the
it.
other side of it.
I get like right up to it, holding my badge in front of me.
He looks around real careful around out there, and it, after y'all show him a number of badges,
Hey, hold on. I'm incredibly drunk right now. Mistakes are very possible to be made. Hold on. Okay. I wanted to roll for this. I rolled high, so I pull out my actual badge and not Luke's badge that he gave me.
okay,
Oh yeah.
all right,
I just wanted to see if I pulled out Luke's badge.
that's
It is me.
that's very fair.
I'm the human.
That would be great.
I am a human. I call carrion aliens on Mort. If anyone gets that one.
Are you
Yeah.
No, I
saying
do.
secret?
All right. So, anyways, yeah. So he usually opens the door and like hurries y'all in. He says, "I don't know what's going on out there. Are we under attack?"
I don't. I just know that we were
Yes.
driving. We got turned around, and then boom.
He says it's just weird for a bunch of ops to show up right as there's an explosion. Says,
Isn't that the perfect time for ops to show up?
I
mean, is
mean,
it
we
not?
have been being followed by Dark Knight bombing us the entire way here.
he
I mean,
They
we
don't
could not
like
help
us.
him find out what
Yeah,
happened
Drew.
here.
he's sitting there looking out the window. He does have a calf pistol at the ready, and he's just kind of cautiously looking out the window.
We're after Dark Knight.
He says, "Well, I don't think there's any inside. Don't y'all need to be out there catching them?"
Well, we're
Well,
here looking for a particular one who's suspected to be part of Dark Knight.
He said,
Is it you?
He says, "Let me see your badge again."
That was in character.
Talking to Brenna, looking at Drew very strangely.
Is it you?
She'll pull it out and show him.
The human looks at your
She'll even do that, like, she'll even do that thing where she holds it right next to her face and tries to mimic the face in it.
Yeah, he's looking at your carrion mugshot on your
Because
slave
it's so hard to
badge.
mimic a carrion's face.
He looks a little disgusted to the fact that y'all don't have any humans with you too. And then Drew's just acting absurdly, but there's a difference between humans and Evans. Yeah, he looks over it and he says, "Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. You look at. He's distracted. He says, "You're looking for somebody? What's their name?"
What's the guy's name again?
Frank
Mark
Miller.
Miller.
Mark Miller.
Uh,
Thought it was Frank.
he says, "Yeah, I heard that name. That's that guy that snuck in here the other day. Hold on. Well, what kind of paperwork do you have? This is a secure area and all."
Hmm?
He says, "What's your
Start.
BPN number?"
Oh, she'll give it to him. Or
I mean, that's
I'm
about.
sure she has to pry it out of Drew, but still.
Yeah, he can't actually look at the BPN legally, but he can get your BPN number to file it
Yeah.
on these
Okay.
reports.
She'll pry it away from Drew and read it to
It's
him.
5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No, you shut up. You're
No,
gonna say it wrong.
7, 7, 8, 4. No,
Just give me the
222
paperwork.
222.
0,
give me
0,
the
0,
paperwork.
0, 0, 1.
I swear to God,
Does
I
that
will
work?
leave you here. I
42.
will leave you
It's
here.
all twos.
Just give me the paperwork.
I eventually get bullied into giving her the paperwork.
Britta, like he looks at you and he's kind of looking at Drew's behavior and he says, "Did he get exposed to something?"
He
Yeah.
might have found an old can of slosh under the seat and made some questionable decisions.
Slosh is fun.
He says, "You guys aren't on Gore Zone right now. This place is a weapons facility. You know, we don't make ice cream out here."
Yeah, it sounds
You
like
could
it's under
though. I mean,
so much control.
He says, "Come on, back to the security office. The rest of you can wait outside. Don't touch anything."
would never.
Anyways,
What is there to touch?
rent a cop walks Brenna back to the security office and he says, "You want to know about Mark Miller?" Okay. He kind of opens up a file cabinet and has like a pre-printed piece of paper and he sets down a number of documents on a desk and he says he shows you it's literally a grainy black and white printed out picture from a video camera of what looks like um, some guy in a white T-shirt with a tie with a couple pins on it that say Clippo, and he's got some glasses and he's got like an 80s businessman haircut. And he says, and it's kind of like I said, it's a grainy photo taken from a security camera. He says, "Yeah, that's the guy right there."
Had he ever been on site before, or was this the first time he'd ever visited
No,
or snuck on?
no, his apparently the guy had, I guess he had a fake badge or something. Like it came back from corporate later that the badge number was like it was a hack. So, anyways, yeah,
What a stop.
he ended up
Hmm.
having some access to the building. Not exactly sure what he was doing. You'd have to speak to some of the other employees. I do know he got into a couple of the more secure areas.
Was anything found missing?
You know, nobody's reported anything to me. I know there was some damage done to some of the equipment, but I can take you around to the departments and maybe you can get more
Okay.
information than I have. They haven't filed any final reports yet. It was pretty recently.
How recent?
Uh, God, it was like 4 days ago.
Oh wow, that is recent. Okay.
Yep. So anyways, he exits the office. He grabs a number of electronic badges, signified by color, saying, "Yeah, we're gonna need access to the blue room."
New location. Yeah.
So, um, anyways, he takes you to the employee cafeteria. There's a small, well, I'd say it's a large break room about the size of Oh gosh, it's just a large room. It's probably got 2 dozen tables, and there's probably like 10 or 12 employees in there, eating lunch. And he says, "You'll be needing to talk to. Give me another English name, man or woman."
Carol.
Terrell. All right, you'll need to talk to Terrell. And he goes over to like a wall phone, and he punches in like a couple numbers, and he's on there for a minute. And anyways, he comes back and he says, "Yeah, he'll. Is Terrell a guy or a girl?"
Girl.
Girl. Terrell is a girl. So, anyways, so this girl Terrell comes down, not too much longer, or a few minutes after he makes a phone call, and he says, "I'll just be over here if y'all need to, or if y'all need a private room to talk to these people, but I don't know why you'd need one." So y'all are in the cafeteria, and this young lady in a white lab coat comes over.
I've made my way to a table with some employees.
Drew in his death suit.
I imagine he's trying to sit down and pretend like he works there and talk about
I
employees.
am. I just sat down and so how about this business stuff?
They look suitably terrified to have an operative in a death suit with probably lethal dark lament gear from head to toe, sitting down, obviously drunk out of his mind and wanting their attention during a lockdown
Did you
where
get
people may
them
have died.
reports filed away?
Drew, I'm gonna pause your scene while I do Brenna's.
No, you're good. Just kick me and tell me to shut up occasionally
Okay.
if
No,
I need to.
you're fine. Just act out when you feel it's necessary. Um, so Brenna, yeah, this kind of average looking lady comes over and she says, "Yeah, can I help you?"
Hi, Scully's gonna be incredibly awkward because she's not used to being in this position.
Mm-hmm.
Like having
Yeah,
to be the one in charge here.
yeah, carrying diplomacy. I love it.
Anyways, hi, I'm from Squad Deathaxe. We're Slay. Uh, we're here investigating
Some stuff.
the break-in that happened 4 days ago. Mark
Miller.
what's
So
Miller? Mark Miller.
Lord Banban just signed into Discord, by the way. So let's go ahead and get these tests done before he gets here.
um
I
I'm
shout out in broken gristle. She looks tasty. Eat her.
I think Drew's trying to
I
buy.
heard-
Drew's
I heard
buying you
that.
time. That's what's going on. That's what he's doing.
No, never.
so we're investigating and we found out that you had some kind of interaction or something to do with the break-in, and we wanted to know what your side of the stuff is.
That's cool. Give me a Oh, woke up. Huh. So yeah, go ahead and give me a persuasion test, and since you're a carrion, I believe they get a negative.
Do I even have persuasion? Nope.
Okay, yeah. So because you don't
Oh,
have it, let's go ahead and make it a 13.
oh fuck.
You can do
I know
it.
there's some negative with carrion, but this is super awkward. So yeah, let's do it during a lockdown.
What is that charisma or why did you not both pick up?
It's probably a
It
charisma.
is.
Yeah, somebody help her out because my brain hurts now.
Okay, well look, if it's charisma, unless I have no, yeah, because only one person can help you, right?
You got this, Brenna. No, I don't think there's
She's
any.
got.
No. Here's the thing.
I
She
can't
auto
help.
watches.
If it's a 13,
Mm-hmm.
unless I can have like 4 people helping me, because you
Uh-huh.
said didn't you say I take a negative?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
no,
unless I have like 4
this is
people
your
helping me,
negative.
it is literally impossible.
So go ahead and roll that roll for me.
Oh God. The only hope is for me to not botch.
This,
Okay, I didn't botch. Or wait, hold on. Or did I?
Did you get any successes on any rolls?
Well, no.
All right,
She
so that's
can't.
that's a botch. That's what I was getting at.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I literally can't.
so yeah, she kind of looks horrified at you. Maybe it's just that you're a carrion. Maybe it's just the things that you're asking about. Maybe she's afraid being seen with you will endanger her career in some way, or there's a rumor that people are shooting people and there's explosions out in the parking lot. And she's freaking out a little bit, and she just kind of looks terrified in the face and says, "I have to go," and kind of walks off quickly.
But BPN number 0002.
Literally the most cringe conversation you can imagine just happened.
Because that's what happens. That's what happens when you make a carrion question people politely.
She goes over and talks to the security guy, and a moment later he says, "Well, sounds like you got all your questions done, guys, and you know, I hope you have a good luck with your investigations. I'll let me show you to the door that's over here.
I loudly shout, I bet it's her. She looks shady.
You know, y'all seem to be scaring people, so and disrupting the work environment. Plus, I don't know what's going on outside, and I think it's best that we keep the employees safe in here.
Buddy, we have
The operatives
security
out there where
clearance.
they
We can be here. We are your boss. We are your god.
Wow.
Wait a
Even
minute.
Scully's gonna stop and you look at you like,
I don't
really?
know. Is that an intimidate? That seems pretty intimidating.
I pick up my badge. Look at the number. I
Drew,
can be here.
That's kind of terrifying, honestly. I want you to make a intimidate.
Hold on. What is an
With
intimidate
courage.
skill?
I'm gonna give you a -1 though, because your character's drunk.
Intimidate is a cool.
fair. Cool.
You know what? I think I'm gonna give you a +1 because you're drunk.
That sounds fun.
Honestly, it's a weird, awkward, terrifying situation. And, a crazy drunk Eben, swinging Slay Authority around in the middle
Rolled
of
an 8.
You rolled an 8. I should really get Cody here.
Yeah, really
Or
should.
technically a 9.
Okay, well, technically a 9 total.
9 total.
No degrees.
No degrees.
Drew, about all I can say is he backs off, and y'all have a few more minutes to decide what y'all want to do.
My second screen went out, so I don't know what just happened on Discord.
I think Brenna's in the process
I
of begging
posted.
Cody to get on.
Yes.
Hurry up.
Because this is so far out of Scully's depth that
All right. Do y'all want to pause it for just a minute and allow him time to get on?
yes.
Please.
For God's sake, yes.
Otherwise, I'm going to continue drunkenly yelling at this guy.
Yeah.
That we are allowed to be here.
All right.
That we're his gods.
All right.
We are your gods.
All right. We'll wait till Cody gets back.
We decide
like
whether
10
you
minutes.
live or
Okay.
die.
And pause. The game is now live, and I want them
Can
to.
I get a 2-minute recap?
Yeah, I think you need to get the in-character recap.
You're gonna walk in.
And I'm gonna sit here and listen to my Witcher song while they explain it to you.
Jesus fuck.
Well, I think you need to set the
Burn,
scene for what he's
burn,
walking
burn.
into, not at least
we
what he's
live?
seeing and hearing until he gets to us.
I think he's zoned the fuck out, so just give me the lowdown. Let's go.
Well, but
Hold
you
on,
have
are
to
we
get to us
live on this
though.
podcast?
We are live.
We are live on this podcast.
Oh Jesus Christ, Drew.
Do
Just
Well, don't you
you
need to like set the scene of what he's seeing and hearing as he's coming to find us?
okay. So let's just go ahead and set the shit covered stage here. Yeah, you guys have been following this BPN. It's an investigation that's led you guys to this weapons facility for uh, a, a, a fiery type weapon flamethrower factory. And, and it's pretty big, and there's lots of people here, and it's like a full scale refinery. And so your scout Luke took it upon himself to climb up on a building and fire at the test weapons range, setting off an explosion that killed 12 people. And then he decided to shoot another guy who was watching it, who was from the side of a building, and then catch that guy's cell phone and and steal it for some reason, and use him as a door prop to keep a door from slamming or opening. I'm not really sure at this point. And then while this was happening, Drew decided to drink a 2-year-old can of slosh that was probably been in the vehicle since the vehicle was abandoned in a Dream Entity sector 14 years ago. So it's probably 10 years old at least.
I needed something to cope with the monster I just
For,
unleashed on these people.
fermented in the APC, lost in the Dream sector.
It's
Anyways,
a good vintage.
He bent me on top.
so at this point, they've managed to drunkenly stumble and argue and push past and get into this secure building where they were supposed to go and do some investigations instead of killing people all over the factory. Anyways, and Brenna has just basically fully botched a persuasion test to interview one of the scientists, and the girl has basically almost pissed herself and ran away because Brenna is kind of snarl drooling at her, and even though Brenna thinks she's doing a good job of asking questions, and the poor girl has gone and reported Brenna to security. And security has just asked y'all to leave. I think that about sums it up, except for Drew is yelling in his drunken state inside the cafeteria at the weapons facility
I have informed
that
them that they cannot tell me to leave. I am their god.
that he is their god. And the building's on lockdown anyway because of the explosions caused by antidotes. Although it's not
No
yet
one knows.
confirmed that that the operatives are the cause of it. Um, for all they
Is-
know, there's a Dark Knight attack on the facility at the moment. So there's your spaghetti. Untangle it, eat it, throw it on the floor, roll it in dirt. I don't really care. Um,
I'm
sec-
ready. Let's go.
so yeah, security guard standing there in front of you, and he says, I think it's about time for you guys to go.
Now, I'm
No.
not in the room yet,
Which
correct?
no, you just walked up. And by the way, if they can't get this investigation underway, y'all run the chance of failing this BPN,
Yeah.
which is a cloak
So
division
I'm
BPN.
I am
I'm just
doing
gonna
my
walk
best to keep
in.
it going.
I'm gonna look at Drew's character in
He
this and
is
be like,
drunk.
"You shut up and look at me.
I am their
Focus.
god. I am your
You
god. I
can
will
be
not shut up.
focused. You can focus with me, dear Jesus. Sit down. We will pray to you in a moment, okay?" And I'm gonna look at the security
I
guard and go,
demand
"I am
that.
sorry for these people. We will fix this now. What can I do for you?"
He says, "Well, I think the best thing would be for your squad friends to leave. It seems like your friend over there, pointing at Brenna's Karen, has upset the scientists, and I really don't think there's too much help we can provide for you at this point. Uh, You know.
Well, we were personally sent here to do an investigation to see why there was such an explosion.
He says, yeah,
So
yeah,
unless
but
you want to figure that out on your own and just pay us like the company was supposed to, that's fine. But we're here to do our job.
he says, well, look, I showed him the picture of the Mark Miller guy who if that's even his real name, who had the fake security badge. You know, and he, like I said, he talked to the lady and a couple other people in here, and I was gonna call him in for you so you could talk to him if you needed to, but you make a persuasion or a diplomacy because you're trying to settle a dispute between parties. Make it diplomacy.
Ew.
Lord Van Van,
I
Cody.
will. Who can roll for me? Because
What's
I
what's
don't
your
have that.
character name again?
Rooney.
Rooney. Rooney, save this massive god awful fuck up.
Yes.
Give my
I can
dice
do
to the
that.
cause. What is
Oh,
your
hell
bonus?
no, you're not.
You want me to roll for you? I
They
can
are
roll for you.
godly.
I would rather James roll for me at this point. I have a 2, and my charisma is a 3.
You know how badly I roll for you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm
Why are
pretty
you
sure
stealing my
yours is
dice?
gonna be just as bad.
All right.
They are
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll, and I'm gonna say
Hold
your
on.
persuasion is
Are
not.
you live so I can see it?
I am not live, but I will go live. Hold on one moment.
Thank you.
But say if you want me to, I'll go live.
He's already done it.
All
Thank
right.
you, though, Diamond. You're a doll.
I'm not having too much
Also,
issues.
I haven't heard anything about you fucking shut up yet. So
So yeah, Diamond hasn't fucked anything up yet.
I haven't done anything. Like
you
literally
noticed the
nothing.
words yet that were said from me?
He shot someone in the
Yeah.
kneecap with the 17 millimeter earlier, but we're just not
That's
gonna go there.
perfectly fine. That's not as bad as blowing up a
It was
fucking
a
building.
it was a Dark Knight agent, to be fair. Anyways,
All right, what's your
Okay, so
bonus? Because I'm gonna say I was gonna give you a difficulty of 7 just to calm the shit down.
well, I have a +5.
All right, so that
That
means
pretty much wins all of them.
you got 3 degrees of success here, which I believe that's gonna be pretty exceptional. It's not epic, but it's pretty exceptional. So the security officer says, you know what? Hey, you know, okay, if you want to do the interviews, that's fine. Can we do this in a room without the rest of them because I think they're mostly going to be disrupting your process here.
That's fine. I am omnipresent. I'll see anyway.
He asks you to come to a back room where you can have one-on-one interviews without all the interruptions.
Tell the dude, I'll be
hey,
like, yes, I'm more than happy to come to, but can I have 5 minutes with my guys to get a game plan as to while I'm doing that to see if there's anything special that needs to be done?
Sure, and remember you can leave your headset microphone on the whole time where only you can hear them and they can you can talk to your squad. Just they won't physically be in the room. So go ahead and have your conversation. He says, "Yeah, go ahead. I'll get the people together that that we were going to that you might be interested in talking to."
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay, gentlemen. I need y'all to stop fucking shut up.
he wants you to go in there
I
alone.
didn't mean to, okay? But
We
look, there
were
was no choice. Look, have you
doing
seen how drunk he
wonderfully.
is?
Hey,
We were
Jesus.
doing
We're starting
great.
with you.
He wants you to go in there alone.
Yes.
I
But
would feel
y'all
better
will
if I
be
could
able
be in close
y'all will be able to
proximity.
hear everything. And I do have reality folds, so I can get the fuck out of there if I need to.
Okay, good. I'd rather be in close proximity. I don't want one of our squad going in anywhere alone.
Yeah,
With
no,
the
I have
tension
level
as high
2.
as it
I
is
can
right now.
I can reality fold and get myself out.
Gotcha.
So we're okay on that. I appreciate the protection of your Lord and Savior at the moment. Drew, that was not a kick. No. Luke, why are we blowing up buildings?
All I did was blow up the fire range. I mean, that was it.
But
And
why did you
13
not
people
think
with
that
it.
would cause a chain reaction?
Oh no, I knew it'd cause a chain reaction. It was for the
So we did it anyways.
yeah.
This is
Bad.
proof
One
I
to
am.
So
12 people.
This is proof I am God. I have unleashed this devil upon the earth.
He did. He put me up
Sounds
there.
like
I
you
don't have
spawned
space
him.
magic.
I put him up there. I have unleashed the devil.
I mean, Drew, we're gonna get back to you again. Who told you you're allowed to drink? Like, this is the part I'm confused at.
I needed to see the error of my ways.
I don't think you have.
Well, I need you to get the fuck sober.
No.
I can't deal with all these motherfuckers at the same time.
I feel like Cody should have a pacifier baton.
At this point, I need a
Probably,
whip.
probably not a bad idea.
Just something.
Like, at this point, I just need a fucking whip. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, I need y'all to stay here. I need y'all to protect this door that I'm about to go into. No one is to blow anything up. No one is to talk to anyone. You will listen to the conversation that is going to be going on. You can talk to me, but if I do not respond, do not get angry with me, Drew.
I pull a chair to the door and sit watching it.
Can everyone agree to these terms, please?
Oh, I won't shoot anything anytime soon. I've already had my fun.
Brenna?
Oh yeah, I'm not the one who's trying to fuck shit up here.
I understand that, but I did say no one talk to anyone. I need you to stop scaring people.
Yeah, Brenna.
Someone had to do something.
I understand, and I appreciate the fact that you cared enough to help your teammates. But you scared them into calling security, buddy. Like,
A botch.
I understand, and I'm so sorry. And I'm gonna walk up to Brenna and I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder, like patting her comfortably, and go, "But you still did it, and we
You
have
fuck
to
shit
admit
up.
when we're wrong."
She has nothing
Someone
to
had to do
apologize for. She is an agent of my divine will.
Cody's earning his XP tonight, okay?
But at the same time, Drew, as God, you should be trying to save your people. So why
God
don't
is
you save
wrathful.
everyone? No, God is forgiving.
Who told you that?
Every religion in the world. Thank you very much.
That
Now I
is
have to go
wrong.
conduct an interview, and y'all are gonna listen. We all agreed that y'all would sit, listen. No one's shooting anything. I swear to God, if I hear a gunshot, I will destroy all of you.
It's gonna be him. Hot mess.
And when I say that, I'm eyeing Luke,
No,
and
he's
I'm gonna look at Drew, and I'm gonna go, and no divine creations tonight.
No
I
more
make no
divine creations.
promises.
Now protect this door as if it is your life,
Aye, sir.
All right,
and I
if
will
that's the
go
case,
through the door.
if that's the case, I'm gonna draw my weapon and go put my back against the wall next to the door and stand guard.
The 10 or so people still eating in the cafeteria and watching y'all suspiciously all look at you and then look down because they don't want to get your attention.
I'm
You
just gonna
have reports to file.
Understood.
And I'm just gonna stand like right on the other side and just of my guys and be like, everyone else in the room, I am so sorry you've had to witness this. They will be nice. Just don't interact with them.
If there was no context, you would think this might be a hostage situation.
Might still be.
Okay, Cody.
I
So,
would like to move to the next room.
so the security guard puts you in this room, and there's this kind of average-looking lady, and I believe we said her name was Tess
Carol, Terrell, something like that.
Terrell, and she seems flustered and irritated, and like she needs a cigarette, and she's like, I don't need to talk to him. I already talked to the other one, and she was bad enough. and and the security guard kind of just tells her, go in there for 2 minutes, and then you can go back to work. But they got clearance to have you in here. You got to answer their questions. Anyways, so this lady comes in there. She's in a lab coat. She's super flustered, and like I said, if she could be smoking, she would be. And you're kind of in
We had
this
a table.
like it's just a little conference room, and there's a
So
table.
there's a table.
Yeah, there's a table.
So I would like to walk up to her very slow, very casual, and pull out a chair and say, Would you like to have a seat so we can have a normal conversation?
She's kind of pacing back and forth like a caged animal. Give me a persuasion check just to get
My
get the
persuasion
situation
is
under
a
control.
2, so it's another +5.
Okay, here we go. I'm rolling for you.
I know, I'm
I'm gonna
watching the
say
stream.
sevens. Well,
Well,
look
that's
at
a
that.
big. We're good.
So you got 3 degrees of success. All right, so she manages to sit in the chair, and like I said, she looks like she's about to have like a cigarette fiending. Um,
I would
a,
like to move to the opposite side of the table, right in front of her, and sit down with her.
she looks extraordinarily nervous to be sitting down, but then she seems to calm down. It's probably your friends in the other room, but it could be anything.
If only.
Anything.
So, look, I know you're in my ear, but shut the fuck up. Um, so I'm gonna just straight up. Okay, so I understand that you're had a very weird experience with one of my teammates, and I apologize about that. She is a very nice person. She just doesn't look very nice, and I'm sorry she kind of gave you a little freak out. But we are just here to get information. So, is there anything else that you can tell me that she did not already inform me of?
Look, all I know is that guy showed up. Everybody thought he was some kind of security consultant. He was asking all the right questions. Uh, like he knew this place from top to bottom. Uh, you know how the consultants come in and they start asking you about your daily tasks and asking you to validate all the expenditures in your department and budgets come up and uh, so yeah,
He
I
asked
mean
you about your work.
he
What
did.
is it you do?
Well, I'm in volatile formulas, and I work upstairs in the labs. And yeah, he actually was talking to a couple different people, but yeah, he came over and talked to me, and I had to show him my workstation. Um,
Did he touch anything? Seem particularly interested in any specific formula you were working on?
well, I left him in the lab. He was doing some auditing, and he asked me to leave for a little while, and he had the clearance for it, so I did. Um,
When you got back to your station after he finished his, and I will air quote, audit, did anything seem odd to you, out of place, missing, anything out of the ordinary that you could tell had been tampered with or touched or moved?
well, half of our magnetron system was like won't even work anymore. I don't know whether he messed with it or whether one of the technicians came in and did something, but that's a critical system for us to do our testing, and it's just not working, and it's a very expensive, and it's going to take forever for them to get somebody to come out here who can look at it, and it's going to be very expensive for them to fix it. I just know. Um, but honestly, I'm not even 100% sure. You'd have to pull one of the technicians in to probably do a diagnose on it, and that's going to take days.
Out of character, James, could I fix that?
Do you have electrical mechanical?
I have computer.
You could try.
I have. You mean technical?
Yes.
I have it.
Oh,
What level? What level?
You said electrical and mechanical.
yes.
Electrical 1, mechanical 2.
Okay. Back
Sounds like a
in game.
job for both of you. She's
Back in game.
mhm.
I will. So, in order to get this machine fixed, if it were up and running at full level, could you tell me what was wrong or if anything was added?
Yeah, that'd be pretty simple. Like you could get in and check in the diagnostics and stuff, and such.
Could you take me and one of my teammates to this area?
Not the loud one,
And
right? God,
I
is
will
he
be there
drunk?
with you. No, it's not gonna be that one. It's gonna be the scary one.
No,
But
I
I
am
will be there with
divine.
you the whole time, and I promise you, I will not let them freak you out this time.
Okay. So you end up getting up. Y'all, you and Brenna end up getting upstairs onto level 3, and yeah, basically it looks like there's some very very expensive scientific equipment that just does take analysis of formulas and do very very specific testing on molecular testing, especially on. Well, I'm not going to say anything because I'm it's just technobabble to me at this point. But yeah, there's some machines with some orange and red blinking lights, and she says, yeah, it's been on the fritz since he's been up here. The terminal's right there. Maybe you could run some tests, and and if you know anything about electrical systems, maybe you could take a look under the hood.
Luckily enough, my friend here is great with technical and electrical, so I'm gonna let them take a minute, see what they can do. Feel free to stay in the room, or if you feel comfortable with us being up here by ourselves, we're just gonna try to fix what we can and see if we can do anything.
All right, y'all have 2 opportunities to make these tests. Brenna, go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
I was just gonna say, you want the technical, you want the electrical, or the mechanical first?
All right. I want to say
Technical?
there's not going to be a mechanical in this one technically,
Okay.
but what I will say is you can either run a computer test at DC 10 or you can run an electrical test at DC 7.
I mean, I'll do the
Y'all can make both actually. Cody, if you want to make the computer, you can.
I'm making the electrical.
I'd like to make the computer
What's your level in
as
computer?
well. I have a level 2 and my knowledge is a 4, so it's a +6.
Dang. All right. So you're looking for a 10. So that one and that one, you got 1 degree of success. I want to see what Brennan gets.
All right. And you said it was a 7?
Mm-hmm.
2 degrees of success.
All right. Number 1, Cody, I'm going to start with your end since it's going to be the I guess what I would consider the upper level. You didn't score amazing success, but you did score an extra degree. It appears that this computer has been hacked all to hell. Someone has shut down all sorts of safety procedures and shut down all sorts of warnings, logs, and any kind of any kind of logging that might do any kind of traces or keep any kind of history about what was done. But what you can tell is that um, at least for the most part, the power systems of this machine have been they've rerouted a number of the power connections
Yeah.
that would unlock certain other systems. Uh, technically, technically, you can't understand why they would do it, other than the fact that it would shut down sections of the machine.
Okay.
And it's kind of in a loop, and you don't know how to fix it, but you understand what happened.
Okay.
Brenna, while you're tinkering under the hood, I assume Cody's kind of relaying some of that technobabble to you, maybe.
Mhm.
100%.
And
Mhm.
Brenda, you can see pretty plainly that somebody has taken and jerry-rigged some electrical cables to kind of feedback loop some of the sensors in the machine so that uh, it will still operate and it won't report any problems. Um, Vaguely, besides the fact that it had some blinking lights on it. But somebody has
Mhm.
actually removed a high yield fusion core from this machine.
Ooh, that
Th-
doesn't sound good.
this is the kind of stuff that you could make a dirty bomb with.
Yeah. Rut-row raggy. Um.
High, this is
So
high
somebody's
high end bad.
yeah. So She's gonna come out from underneath. So, we gonna have someone bombing somewhere at some point, probably, because the core is missing off of this thing.
There's a level of sophistication that is required to take this machine down in this way to get this piece out.
Is that the kind of information that he might learn at the whatever
This is
department
not
he was
something
in?
he
Like,
saw in a tech manual.
yeah. Is this like he needs special training?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he probably received that from Dark Knight.
This is like high-end academic
Yeah.
training.
Can't guarantee that it
Fuck.
was taught. Is there anything you can do
To get it up and running? Or is that what you're about to ask?
to
Or
get
what?
it at some point of running?
I mean, technically, y'all could turn the machine on properly, and it's just going to report that, like, large components have been removed from the machine. Or actually,
Okay.
a critical component, which will definitely set off certain security alarms, has been removed from this machine.
I mean,
Because
So
this is not how this was intended to operate. It was never intended to be
so
removed.
before I do that, I wanna actually get her to approve me doing that because I
yeah,
don't
I
want
was
her to have
gonna
to deal with a
say.
bunch of alarms when we already know what the issue is. And
Well,
there's
and
already
that's what I
enough
was gonna
alarms going
say.
off.
I was actually gonna say the same thing as well. Is I want to kind of take a minute. I want to call the other lady back in here and kind of give her the lowdown.
How would he even remove a piece like that? It's got to be large. He didn't have. She pauses.
How? What?
Says
Why did you pause like that?
he had a big thermos when he came in here.
And I'm guessing that's just big enough, isn't it?
It might be.
Well, we
It
solved that problem.
if you guys get a chance to look at the security cameras, in which you probably will, indeed, the picture you saw earlier did include him carrying a large coffee thermos.
Um,
Like I said, you do have a good picture of this guy.
Yeah.
He looks like a pretty clean cut consultant. You know, white button down, long tie, very formal slacks, dress shoes.
blending in.
You know, pocket protector. Looks like everybody else that works here. This wasn't some guy in armor with guns blazing coming in here. It was white collar.
Yeah, that happens.
You don't happen to
Um,
have any security footage of his vehicle, do y'all?
Well, you know, that's the other person I was gonna bring. They wanted to mention. In one of this other person comes up. He looks like he's maybe a janitor or something, and he says, I actually, I, w- you know, when I saw him at the gate, when he got here, he actually got off the same bus I ride.
and
It
do you
runs.
have any idea as to when he got on it, or was he on it when you got on?
Well, you know, as far as the bus route goes, he probably, I mean, it only picks up from Sector 44. I mean, that's where kind of over where I live.
Okay. Out
Um,
of game.
so he rode
I'm
the
gonna.
bus.
Anyone know anything about Sector 44?
It's
Nope.
You can find out pretty easily that it's residential.
Mhm.
Um, but y'all may be able to look into it and see if y'all can track him down that way by doing the area,
Yeah.
combing the area
That's what we're gonna have to do, cause
to unfuck this mission properly.
Sounds good
Oh,
to me.
I'll do it.
You're doing wonderfully.
I
Oh,
promise you, I will unfuck everything about this situation.
so yeah, so y'all have some basic information that he's probably from somewhere in Sector 44 if he didn't like get into a chain of, vehicles to get here. Um, And like I said,
He seems intelligent, but I doubt he's that intelligent to think that far ahead.
you never know. But and again, y'all are here to investigate subversive activity, possibly, with possible Dark Knight connections, and yeah, suspected Dark Knight subversion, investigate sedition, uncover conspiracy, and eliminate threats. Bonus if the subject is captured alive.
So I want to ask the guy, do you by chance know if you saw anything different? Was, do you know if he got on after you, before you, was already on there before you, anything?
He definitely got on before I did. I live on the east side of the sector, so
Do
um,
you know if, like,
there's only a couple more stops. I mean, I know the route because I've had to ride that. I've missed my drop off point a couple times over the years. This old janitor guy says. He says, he says, real nice guy. I mean, I talked to him for a little bit. I mean, he seemed real chatty, real personable. Super nice.
uh,
Um,
is there anything else you could tell us?
Super smart, very sharp guy.
What do you mean?
Like he was, he just always knew what he was talking about. It's one of those people who's always got something interesting to say.
What did y'all talk about together?
Oh well, he was mostly talking about the news and what's going on, uh, abroad.
Such as,
Uh, uh well, he seemed to have some complaints about, you know, uh, you know, Slay Industries and the government. He was talking about those kinds of things.
so,
He
as
didn't
in,
seem
like,
he
you,
didn't seem real happy about it, but enough, nothing too bad. Just
alright,
just you know one of those guys you think he thinks he'd be better in charge.
intriguing.
Plans,
Um,
big plans, that guy.
did you ever have any other conversations with him about anything else?
No, that was the only day. I just I saw he had a badge for uh for the workplace here, for Pocket Inferno, and I figured I'd get to know him if he was a new employee, especially being a suit and all. I just clean up. It's always nice to meet your coworkers and have be amicable, especially when they're consultants. They they they've cleaned the place out a couple times. Luckily, I've managed to maintain my job over the years.
Well, you're doing a great job, and I deeply appreciate. And I hope that if I have any more questions, it would be okay for us to contact you to get some more information if I need.
He says, "Well, I don't have my own extension here, but I do have a house phone."
Is there any way that I can get that from you so that if I do need to somehow get in contact, I can?
He pulls out a napkin off a table and he writes it down. And he says his name is Francis.
Well, Francis, thank you so much for being a wonderful person and helping us out today. We are trying to solve all that we can and make sure that we don't pin anything or place anything on anyone who isn't justly
He says
needing it.
he says, "Do you know anything about that explosion earlier? Are we safe in here?"
So the explosion is something we're also investigating to make sure. We don't know if it was from an outside source or, just accidental. But we will figure that out, and as soon as we know something, we will let y'all know so that y'all aren't on edge all the time.
He just nods like approvingly, like y'all know more than he does.
And I'm gonna smile, shake his hand, and be like, "You can feel free to head back to work if you'd like."
He starts picking up trash cans and doing his normal thing. He says, "Thank you, thank you." Y'all have a good day. Be safe out there.
No, thank you for giving us some information that's actually helpful. Also, before you leave though,
hmm
did you ever see him talking to anyone else in this area?
He was talking to
Or
everybody. I mean, he, if you, it's almost like if you were a quiet person, he'd seek you out. He was wanting to get to know everybody. He was asking questions about everybody and everything and what people were doing and what their jobs were, and he had a pretty good understanding of the way things run around here, or at least the
did he
systems.
ever talk to a specific department more than the other that you noticed?
He did tend to favor that lady over there, the one y'all had just finished talking to. He said, because she's the head of the research department. He seemed
Well, like
he
I
seemed
said,
he seemed to have a lot of questions for her, but I didn't understand
well,
what they were talking about.
and I'm not sure I would either. Thank you for all of the help you've given. I promise it will go to great use.
He nods again. He says, "I hope you catch the bad guys."
That's our goal. So he's gone now.
Yeah, y'all are you're back with your friends if you want to be.
All right. Um, I'm gonna go back to the cafeteria
hmm
with Brenna,
All right.
Mhm.
and I need to know now. Did y'all fuck anything up?
It was all part of the divine plan.
So I'm taking that as no, we didn't fuck anything up.
Well, y'all have some leads, but
Um, well, I'm just saying, like, I'm getting back to them. I'm trying to make sure I ain't gotta clean anything else up at the moment. Um,
there is a corpse on the second floor balcony.
we're not worrying about that right now.
A headless
That
corpse.
is that is for Cody of tomorrow. Um, I will tell them kind of everything that I have been informed of.
All right. Yeah, just you could share, or you could just say they heard it as they heard it. That's fine. So yeah.
They obviously were listening the entire time, so they kind of are on the same level.
hmm
You have
Um,
done well.
the
I
big thing, thank you, Jesus. The
grant
big
you
thing
your
that
place in heaven.
They really needed you tonight.
Bad.
Oh my god.
Very bad.
sleep is important, so
Yeah,
They
I
would
understand.
have. I mean, I'd put all those people in a happier place.
All right. I will say it
are
is
you
late.
sure of that?
Can you give Luke something to justify the murder?
So I will say, guys, let's go ahead and call it quits here because it's way past time, and I hope you guys
You
had
should.
fun.
You
Two
should
two
never play. Go ahead.
two XP for everybody. And we'll see what y'all can do next time we game. We'll see where this goes.
Needless to say, don't play with flamethrowers on your lunch break.
It's probably not a good idea, actually.
They're explosive.
I'm not sure it's ever a good idea.
Good night.
Bye.
Good